7 in the first half and 4 points, and just put us on our back. Made big shot after big shot, big play after big play.
The Indiana Fever just shocked the Connecticut Sun in one of the most intense games of the season. But it wasn't just about the scoreboard. This game was personal, because after Sophie Cunningham went down in a brutal clash earlier this week, fans said enough was enough. The Fever were out for payback. And last night, Lexie Hull and Kelsey Mitchell stepped up in a way that had the entire arena on fire, avenging their teammate, silencing the critics, and proving that Indiana isn't just Caitlin Clark's team. It's a squad with grit, fight, and vengeance. Let's break it all down. Welcome back to the channel. If you love basketball, rivalries, and a little bit of WNBA drama, you're in the right place. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's dive into the story that's got the league buzzing. Now let's rewind. A few nights ago, Sophie Cunningham, one of the WNBA's toughest enforcers, took a vicious hit that left her battered and sidelined, a black eye limping off the court, the whole thing. Fans immediately cried foul. Was it just hard-nosed basketball or something more?
She didn't settle, she stayed aggressive, and she willed us.
Cunningham's reputation as a fearless enforcer made her a target. And when it happened against the Sun, you could feel the tension boiling over. Indiana knew what time it was. This wasn't just about winning a game. It was about defending their teammate. Just days ago, Sophie Cunningham, known as the Enforcer, took a nasty hit that left her with a swollen black eye and hobbling off the court. Fans everywhere were outraged. Was it an accident? Or was it something more? Enter Lexie Hull. The underrated sharpshooter came into this game with a mission. Normally the quiet grinder, she turned into a straight-up assassin on both ends of the court. She nailed shots, dove for loose balls, and brought the kind of energy that screamed, "You don't mess with our family." And then there was Kelsey Mitchell.
They got something inside of them that you just can't teach. And, they bring it out of each other. And it allows us to...
Let's be real. Mitchell doesn't always get the spotlight with Caitlin Clark on the team, but this was her night. She torched the Suns' defense, hit clutch shots, and gave Indiana exactly the spark they needed. Together, Hull and Mitchell flipped the script. What looked like another physical grind against Connecticut turned into a revenge tour. Every basket, every steal, every timeout, Indiana sent a message. You can try to bully the Fever. You can try to rough up their teammates. But this team will hit back harder. Fans in the arena could feel it. Every shot by Hull, the place erupted. Every drive by Mitchell, fans were on their feet. This wasn't just basketball. This was payback. The Fever weren't just playing basketball. They were fighting for Sophie Cunningham. Every rebound, every defensive stop, it was like they were saying, "This one's for you, Sophie." And when Mitchell hit that dagger 3 late in the fourth, you could see it in her eyes. This wasn't just celebration. This was redemption. Now, credit to the Sun. They came into this game as one of the league's most physical squads. Alyssa Thomas, Dewana Bonner, they're battle-tested. They wanted to impose their will, but Indiana flipped the script.
To go through these incredibly tough times that we're going through, and always gives us a chance. And I'm just so incredibly proud of them.
For once, it wasn't the Sun dictating the physicality. It was Indiana. The Fever outworked them, out-hustled them, and for the first time in a long time, out-toughed them. Twitter exploded with clips of Hull diving across the floor and Mitchell drilling threes. Fans were calling it the Fever's most passionate game of the season. One fan tweeted, "That wasn't just a win. That was revenge for Sophie." Another wrote, "This team just found its identity tonight. Don't sleep on the Fever." And here's the wild part. This game may have finally revealed Indiana's true identity. Everyone says the Fever are just Caitlin Clark's show. Ratings, merch, highlights, all Caitlin.
For continuing to believe, for continuing to pull together, for continuing to step up. I mean, every single person on this roster.
But ask any Fever fan after this game. It was Lexie Hull and Kelsey Mitchell who carried the squad. Indiana isn't just one superstar. It's a team with fighters at every position. Cunningham may be sidelined, but her spirit, that toughness, it's spread through the whole roster. Yes, Caitlin Clark is the face of the franchise. Yes, she's the one driving ratings and headlines. But this game proved that Indiana isn't just a one-woman show. And of course, social media blew up. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all flooded with clips of Mitchell's dagger threes and Hull's hustle plays. One fan wrote, "This wasn't just a win. This was revenge for Sophie." Another said, "People think Indiana is soft. Not anymore." Fever Strong and hashtag Justice for Sophie started trending. It's not just a win, it's a movement. They've been one of the league's toughest, most consistent teams all season. They're physical, experienced, and they usually dominate matchups like this.
Impact's winning for us. And every single person on this roster is valued for how they impact winning, whether they play a second or not.
But Indiana exposed something. When the Fever punched back, when they matched Connecticut's toughness and refused to be bullied, the Sun didn't have an answer. So why is this bigger than just one game? Because the WNBA is built on narratives. And this game just gave the Fever a new one. Instead of just being Caitlin Clark's rookie season, now it's about unity. It's about standing up for each other. It's about turning pain into power. Lexie Hull and Kelsey Mitchell reminded everyone, this is a team. And when you take down one of theirs, you'd better be ready for the smoke. If they can bottle this energy, if they can channel this toughness every game, suddenly Indiana isn't just fighting for a playoff spot. They're fighting to shake up the entire league. If they can bottle this energy, if they can channel this toughness every game, suddenly Indiana isn't just fighting for a playoff spot. They're fighting to shake up the entire league.
We started setting screens. We took care of the ball. I mean, there's no defense for the transition opportunities we were giving them off of our turnovers in the first half.
Make no mistake, the rest of the league just got a warning shot. The Connecticut Sun are one of the toughest squads in the WNBA. If Indiana can stare them down, take the hits, and walk away with the W, then who else should be worried? Chicago? New York?
Las Vegas?
If this version of the Fever shows up consistently, we're talking about a whole different playoff picture. Her injury, her fight, her reputation as the protector, it inspired her teammates to step up, to carry that same toughness, to become the enforcers themselves. And let's circle back to Sophie Cunningham. She wasn't on the court for this one, but make no mistake, this game was for her. Her toughness, her grit, her willingness to fight for her teammates. It inspired the Fever to do the same. That's what makes this team dangerous. They don't just play for themselves, they play for each other. And Sophie, sitting on the sidelines, just watched her squad deliver the ultimate response. Revenge through victory. So here's the bottom line.
We gave ourselves a chance by taking care of the ball. We kept our floor spacing. We stayed aggressive to the rim. We forced them to defend multiple actions instead of just one.
Indiana Fever versus Connecticut Sun wasn't just another regular season game. It was a statement. Lexie Hull and Kelsey Mitchell avenged Sophie Cunningham's attack, proved Indiana's toughness, and reminded everyone that this team is bigger than Caitlin Clark. And with the playoffs creeping closer, the Fever just went from underdog to a legit problem. But now I want to hear from you. Did the Fever prove they're more than just the Caitlin Clark show? Was this game revenge? Or just good basketball? And do you think Indiana can make a real run in the playoffs? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more viral WNBA breakdowns. Because if this season has shown us anything, it's that the drama is just getting started.
I think you're beginning to see, Odyssey get comfortable and everybody around her get comfortable with her on the floor.